Hey everyone, this is Matthew, and Marvel TV dropped a sneak peek of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last week. So let's take a look at a few things that we saw and see what could be. But before we get started, please take the time to hit that subscribe button and the bell to stay notified of all of our videos right here on Miscellaneous Debris. I'm glad we're getting a new, albeit abbreviated 13-episode run, especially since critically acclaimed TV shows like Daredevil were canceled. Yet, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still alive and well. Well, except for Coulson, of course. Maybe. When we left the team last season, Coulson was on the beaches of Tahiti with May, waiting to live out the last days of his life. So Daisy and the team agreed to elect Mac as the new head, copyright Hydra, of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like Mac as a character and feel that he adds a real depth of heart to the series, and that's really what the series is all about. Now, we see him here talking to a hologram of Coulson, who's giving him advice and being the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's a cool way to keep Clark Gregg on the show as the Coulson that we all know and love, even though in kayfabe terms he is dead. We've seen in several episodes that Coulson really liked playing with the hologram technology, so this is a nice nod to that. With Mac, it's cool to think back that when he was introduced in Season 2 as an engineer and mechanic, just a background player, and now we see him as the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is really cool. Talk about a character transition from a jobber to a main event. We'll have the whole crew back from the end of Season 5, including Jeff Ward, who was updated to a series regular, so he'll be returning as Deke. Anthony Michael Hall will be appearing in a mystery role, and if you're a child of the 80s like myself, you'll pop pretty big for that one. Joel Stolfer is coming back as our favorite Chronicon Enoch, which will be interesting to see how they incorporate him back into the story, because last we knew, he was accompanying Fitz into the depths of space to ensure safe travel into the future. Piper and Davis will also return as fellow agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hopefully we'll get Davis's "Want to know how I got this scar" story. I tried getting the scoop out of Max, but alas, his lips were sealed. It'll be interesting to see where they go this season. Obviously, there's a reason this season is coming out in the summer and after Avengers Endgame, and that is A, not to worry about incorporating anything from the movie into the show, or B, it will have to deal with the ramifications of what is happening in Endgame. My hunch is that more of the former than the latter. We only know a few things from this trailer and a few things from the end of last season. The team will be dealing with the death of Agent Coulson, which we'll get into in a second, and they will be on the hunt for Fitz floating around in space somewhere. Anything other than that would be pure speculation and theory. So let's examine some of those, shall we? I've read online in a few forums and websites that they may be teasing Secret Invasion and that Coulson is actually a Skrull. I'm not really high on this idea. It's not that I wouldn't want to see it, because that would be far from the truth. I just don't think that they would go that route, since the show has been so self-contained and it's been its own thing these last few seasons. In the MCU, they're going to be doing a lot of Secret Invasion with the Skrulls and with Captain Marvel and with the Avengers and Endgame. I don't think that they would continue it on the show. Marvel TV and the MCU have distanced themselves so much that it's hard for me to fathom that they'd incorporate something that big into a show like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a cool theory to think that Coulson is a Skrull, since he will be in Captain Marvel, and thus the Skrulls will know what he looks like and could replicate him. I just don't think they're going to do it. I do subscribe to the fact that this evil version of the character is a different iteration in another part of the multiverse. We saw in the trailer 2 different portals that they could certainly use to lead to his arrival. We'll just have to wait and see. All I know is that my favorite character in any season of the show thus far has been Evil Fitz from Season 4. So if they can capture some of that lightning in a bottle again with an evil version of Coulson, then I'm all for it. Of course, they are somehow going to bring back Clark Gregg and the actual version of Coulson that we all know and love. It's not a matter of if, but when. But what do you guys think about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? What did you think of the previous seasons? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can always hit us up on Twitter at Miscellaneous Debris with 2 underscores. You can reach our other show at The Weekly Bros, and you can also email us at realweeklybros@gmail.com. Thanks for taking the time to check us out. We'll see you guys next time.